19. Hauled in. Jimmy and I are sitting at opposite ends of the long wooden bench outside the principal's office. We look like mismatched bookends. The school nurse has given us each an ice pack, mine for my lip and Jimmy's for his throat, and we're not looking at each other. We can hear Miss Bayer's excited rambling coming from the office. Not on my watch. No way, no sir. Never seen anything the likes of this in all of my 16 years teaching these little... I know you make those memes. I mumble it through gritted teeth. Jimmy turns slowly. What the crap are you talking about? Only he doesn't censor himself. This sets me off again. Cancer cowboy? Me farting through a hospital gown? Does that ring a bell? You must be really proud, because it seems like everybody's seen them. They're all the rage in the textiverse. Jimmy glares at me. It's only been a few minutes since the rumble in the classroom, and now, feeling the heat of his stare, I wonder if we might start fighting again right here. Do I look like I have a phone, moron? Do I? You think I'm on any textiverse? You just called me Cancer Cowboy on Friday. What is that, a coincidence? Jimmy's eyebrows furrow as he adjusts his ice pack. I didn't call you Cancer Cowboy. I just said cowboy. And it wasn't a big stretch. You were wearing a friggin' cowboy hat. You still are. Whatever. I turn back away. I don't believe you. He has a point, but I'm still so mad I could scream. Whatever. Whatever. The door opens, and Miss Bayer sails by without even looking at us. Then Principal Kingsley is there. He's a big, balding guy. He doesn't look happy. Gentlemen. Actually, he looks more tired than anything. Step in here. Let's talk. Principal Kingsley's office is small, and seems more so from all of the sports memorabilia on every available wall and surface. It's also about 5 degrees warmer than it needs to be. He sits back and lets us each tell our side of the story. Once I mention the memes, he's more interested in those than the actual fight. So, Jimmy, you didn't make any memes? Jimmy drops his head back, exasperated. No! I told you I don't even have a phone. I've never memed a freaking meme in my life. The principal looks back at me. Can I see them? This catches me off guard. Yeah, sure. I dig in my backpack for my phone and pull up the images. I'd asked Abby to send them to me, even though she didn't want to. As he looks through them, Principal Kingsley's face falls. His cheeks start to turn red. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Ross. These are awful. No wonder you came in loaded for bear. Can you email these to me? He holds my phone out. Jimmy looks at me. Can I see him? I mean, as long as I'm being blamed for him. I just shrug, and he takes the phone from Kingsley. I watch Jimmy's face as he scrolls. He looks genuinely surprised. Jeez. He hands the phone to me with something like shock on his face. Those are brutal. You thought I'd do that? He sounds like I accused him of kicking a puppy. I shrug again and look away. Kingsley crosses his big arms. Okay, look. He closes his eyes and rubs the bridge of his nose. Lets out a long breath. This whole thing escalated quickly, and, well, the person at fault is the one that made those things. Jimmy almost comes out of his chair. Malloy threw a book at my friggin' neck! Kingsley puts out 2 calming hands. I know. Ross jumped to conclusions. But you didn't exactly handle the situation in a mature manner either, did you? Jimmy flops back in his chair, flabbergasted. Plus, you were chewing gum on school grounds. It pales in comparison to the fight, but it's against the rules. He sniffs. I'm going to have you mop Miss Bayer's room after school. And if she can't get that gum out of her skirt, You're doing chores around here to work off the cost of her dry cleaning, or whatever she needs. Jimmy makes a psh sound and runs a hand through his hair. Kingsley stands up behind his desk. Unfortunately, this school has a zero-tolerance approach to fighting. You both know that. I groan. Let's do this. I want you each to write an apology letter to Ms. Bayer. And you both get a day of detention. We'll figure out when that happens later, because Ms. Jennings is out on maternity leave and detention is kind of on hold. He drifts off like he's talking to himself more than to us. Then his eyes snap back up to mine. But if anyone asks, I'm putting you both on triple, super, severe probation. And I totally chewed you guys out, okay? Jimmy looks up at him, surprised. So, what does triple, super, severe mean? Basically nothing. Unless you do something else. But don't tell anyone that. He rubs his big hands over his face. That part is partly from Ms. Bayer. She's, very understandably, upset. But that's just how I'm going to handle this. It's an unfortunate situation, and you're both victims in your own way. Kind of. Sort of. We're all nodding, like some kind of weird football huddle. Okay. He goes over and opens the door. He raises his voice to an angry pitch. Now get out of here and don't let me see you two back in here again. You understand? Mrs. Hawley, the school secretary, averts her eyes as we walk out. Jimmy and I walk back through the empty halls until we're close to the room. Sorry, I really thought, I mutter. He stops. Listen, those pictures or memes or whatever, they sucked. He pulls out his pouch of Big League Chew and stuffs nearly half the bag in his mouth. But I still owe you the mother of all beatdowns. Someday when you least expect it. He slams his shoulder into mine and skulks back into Bayer's classroom. 20.